Bangarang's urgent request for assistance emerged in a seemingly unrelated subreddit, leading to a cloud of confusion and skepticism among users. This unorthodox posting location raised questions about the gravity of his circumstances, with many unable to discern whether the plea was genuine or a mere hoax. The unsettling nature of Bangarang's replies, coupled with a haunting photograph, intensified the user community's concern. This combination peeled back layers of disbelief, laying bare the dire nature of his situation and ushering in a more serious discourse around his plea for help. Once the narrative unfolded to reveal Bangarang's past involvement in a tragic altercation, users began to pivot from skepticism to pragmatism, offering practical advice aimed at helping him navigate his perilous circumstances. This consequential shift in tone underscored a growing sense of urgency among the online community. Following the alarming developments, Bangarang reported the incident to the police and sought consultations from several veterinarians. However, the troubling fact that none had encountered the dog prior to its return home raised significant concerns about accountability and the processes in place for such situations. In the midst of this upheaval, speculation simmered among Reddit users. Theories ranged from far-fetched scenarios involving a medical student or even a potential serial killer to more grounded hypotheses surrounding accidental injury. Ultimately, the latter seemed to find more traction, resonating with the community's desire for rational explanations. However, the absence of communication from the individual responsible for taking the dog to the veterinarian left many questions dangling in the air. This void in dialogue not only cast a shadow over the incident but also underscored the crucial importance of responsible pet ownership and heightened awareness within neighborhoods regarding pet safety. In veterinary medicine, tools such as Penrose drains emerge as essential instruments in preventing infections by facilitating proper wound drainage and circumventing the formation of abscesses that necessitate further intervention. The usage of such medical equipment emphasizes the complexity of pet health care and the proactive measures that must be taken to ensure animal well-being. This discussion further illuminates the varying perceptions surrounding dog aggression. A particular concern arises regarding the potential for pet owners to conceal aggressive incidents to evade liability or legal ramifications, thus perpetuating a cycle of misunderstanding and inadequate accountability in animal treatment. Moreover, the timeline presented in this incident gives rise to skepticism among viewers. The mere span of 5 hours may prove insufficient for appropriate veterinary treatment and recovery, fostering doubts about the authenticity of the events as they unfolded, and raising critical questions about the veracity of Bangarang's accounts. The narrative weaves in an essential reminder of the necessity to verify the identities of medical personnel within healthcare settings. A heightened awareness surrounding this issue is paramount to safeguarding patient safety and avoiding the emergence of similar troubling incidents. In a reflective moment, the user reveals a connection to their childhood trauma, emphasizing how such experiences can cast long shadows over emotional well-being. This personal revelation underscores the significance of seeking closure or deeper understanding in the aftermath of traumatic events. The unfolding story also hints at broader implications of medical fraud, alluding to the potential for unreported cases that mirror Bangarang's experience. This calls attention to the urgent need for systemic reforms in hospital security protocols to mitigate such occurrences. Additionally, the narrator's mother proves to be an unreliable source of information concerning past events, revealing fractures in their relationship and communication. This disconnect not only muddles the narrator's memories but also complicates their understanding of early life experiences. Amid these personal revelations, theories regarding the narrator's identity arise, including speculation about adoption. However, the narrator firmly refutes these notions based on concrete evidence presented in their birth certificate and a perceived family resemblance, highlighting the intricate complexities of tracing one's own lineage. Expert insights further challenge the plausibility of the purported blood-stealing incident, emphasizing the stringent security measures in place within hospitals. The narrator's likely misremembering of the event raises critical questions surrounding the reliability of childhood memories, particularly in circumstances imbued with stress. The protagonist grapples with significant emotional distress, particularly due to the antagonistic behavior exhibited by their family, an environment that grew even more hostile prior to their relocation. This ongoing tension inevitably led them to question the genuine intentions and affection of their familial relations. A relatable moment unfolds when the protagonist, feeling unwell following the consumption of ramen noodles, harbors fears of having been poisoned. This paranoia is exacerbated by previous familial health crises, illuminating the deep-seated anxieties that can arise from troubling family dynamics. Despite the protagonist's efforts to report the alarming situation to the police, they encountered a profound lack of support from law enforcement. This impediment highlights the broader challenges faced when attempting to address familial abuse, revealing the limitations of authorities and ultimately driving the protagonist to sever ties with their family. As the narrative progresses, the arrival of unsettling photographs from a missing coworker casts a pall of uncertainty over the workplace. Colleagues grapple with the authenticity and context of these images, and the urgency they convey serves to amplify the anxiety surrounding the coworker's situation. Even amidst attempts to investigate the coworker's disappearance, pervasive inconsistencies in accounts and details led many to speculate whether the entire affair was merely a hoax or an orchestrated alternate reality game. This spiral of doubt compelled users to critically assess the credibility of the initial account presented. Further compounding the mystery, layoffs at the workplace interjected a new layer of complexity into the scenario, prompting widespread speculation regarding the employer's potential involvement in the disappearance. This revelation invited calls for a more thorough investigation, as the stakes seemed to rise amidst growing concerns about accountability.